Hi, welcome again. In here I want to answer your question about when you might choose Cloud Function over a web server. In this case, the case is about log and monitoring system. So first of all, uh, like currently, there is like at least I think about four popular way to deploy stuff. So one is traditional VM or server directly, like a bare bones server. You deploy something there and then you run some kind of apps on the internet. And the second one is by using container, and and then in the container you basically package all your apps into a container. I mean, it's in here Linux container, not container in the port, X container, Linux container, right? And the idea of container is instead of using VM, which emulate a computer on top of your computer, which is like use a lot of resources, you can just share a lot of libraries, not libraries, like you share some kind of OS kernel from the host operating system to the guest operating system. So now what you need to do is not having OS on top of OS, but you have multiple binary and libraries on top of the host kernel. And then after that, bin libs, you run the apps, right? And then that's one, two, and then I don't want to go with the three one, but I go with the four. So the four one is by using functions. So function is really what is it popular in serverless community where you can just create a function which is written in some kind of language in certain version, and then you grab some libraries from the cloud function provider and then you do some code. So you can run traditional or like something that you can do in function in both in container and in traditional VM or barebone for server. But in a cloud function, you expect to run something that can be done asynchronously, and then it can only like do one thing and do one thing really good. So for example, you want to do one batch job to, for example, transform some kind of data to some other data and then save it somewhere, or you want to create some kind of like batch reporting to your customer. So for example, like that. And there is a third one, guys. So there is we already talked about one about traditional VM. There's container. There is function. There is the other one. The other one is similar. This is a container, but similar to Cloud Function, and it is initiated by Google. It is called Cloud Run in Google. So basically, it is container that meant to be run as a function. So for example, if you want to run a similar job that you should be able to run in function, but you want to make it portable, you want to make it like everywhere and everywhere, just create a Docker image and then run it in that Cloud Run. If it's in Google, I think there is a similar product in Amazon, AWS, or any other cloud provider as well. But the idea is there is there is like three yeah there's two there is two things that usually meant for running full-fledged application. It's VM or container, but sometimes you just want to do something that like scheduled, and then it is only do one thing, and then yeah, it's only do what that thing. You can grab Cloud Function or Cloud Run. uh, I don't mean it is to be like Google product only, but I mean it in general terms, function or container function. And I would prefer using function if I only want to do one specific job really like easily, and I want to do that job that runs under at max 15 minutes. So in this case, about monitoring as well as log is I can create a daily report about 360-degree view of my system to some key stakeholder. For example, I can send it to the SRE lead or engineering lead or VP or CEO, for example. I can create one function that create a report that high level. It is underline the SLO, SLA, and then the executive can just see, oh, my apps is running really well. SLA is met and SLO is met. I'm cool. And in 360 view, you can see it's good, but in the detail, you can send it to the more technical person about that information. Oh, this is the report. It is meeting the SLO and SLA, but you need to see this issue. So we can create an anomaly detection on that reports. So that's where I want to utilize Cloud Function. I think the other use case is probably if you have a cron job that want to do something that really lightweight, you can just write a simple function to do that thing. What kind of cron job beside reporting that I can think of? Oh yeah, for example, I want to convert Jira into our own ticket board, for example. I see that in the assignment, right? So you can do that with a function. And that's it, guys. Thank you.